good afternoon, or morning, or evening. Who knows what time it is? You might be like us and up at like 2 in the morning, so that's possible. This is episode 11. Well, except for Candace, because she's a normie. This is episode 11 of 3D Degens and a Normie, show where we force our good friend Candace to watch anime, and then we all talk about it. I'm Steven.
I'm Eugene.
I'm Jordan.
And I'm Candace, like we said earlier, the normie, who doesn't get up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Who don't get up at 2 o'clock in the morning?
When people call you and you have to shovel snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but like,
yeah, imagine shoveling snow at 2 in the morning.
To do that.
Cringe!
Yeah, for 12 hours. Come join me.
Look.
I'll do it for money.
Yeah, I'll do it for money too. Let's be real here.
Usually
when I shovel snow, it's
save up to finish my degree.
Yeah. So in this episode, we watched an episode of Drifters, and then we caught another 2 episodes of Takt.Op Destiny. Slowly in the process of catching up with that one after our kind of Halloween hiatus.
Want to tell them which episodes?
Episodes 4 and 5.
You got it.
Hey, let's go.
Hey.
Look, what can I say? I'm just that. It's the headband. Give me the extra powers. All right. So starting off, Drifters. So Drifters is our one shot for this week. Do you want me to sort of just talk about it a little bit, or Jordan?
Doesn't Jordan introduce them?
Yeah, just Jordan's thing.
Taking my job? Okay.
I don't know.
My job. He's coming for yours too.
Yeah, taking Eugene's, taking mine.
Look, it's
this
fine.
podcast
Don't worry
is
about it.
just Steven. We just sit here.
He's supposed to be super teachery, though.
But he's not.
Well, we're just reading what the show's about.
Yeah, it's just synopsis. Take it away.
Okay. I expect critique and feedback from the teachers in the chat. Okay. So the Drifters are a league of exemplary warriors from across history. The samurai, insert name, some ninja, some World War II pilot, an Imperial Japanese naval officer, and a bunch of other people are brought to an alternate Earth to fight and destroy the Ends, a similar group that have decided to take over the Earth instead of protecting it. Yeah, I decided I wasn't saying names today.
I'm just writing a timestamp for me editing that in. Can you send me what you did later so I can put the right name in?
No, it's
I'm assuming the first name is. What's his name? Tayoshina.
Shimazu. Yeah, Tayoshina.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need names.
You got it there.
Why do the names matter? Why do the names matter?
Actually, the funny thing, the names very much matter in this show.
They do. I mean, they're historical figures.
They very much matter, which we'll talk more about later in our.
A World War II pilot, a Japanese. The only name I skipped was the first guy's name.
Yeah, but you learn the names later on. We'll talk about that more in our educational part of this podcast.
Say that I was a little bit salty that we watched that show today.
Well, you know what? That's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah, we let Candace choose between Death Parade or Drifters, and in the PV for Drifters, there's a big dragon, and Candace is like, "Ooh, dragon!"
What can I say?
Now the dragon may not have shown up in the first episode.
I like dragons. Leave me alone.
You know what we should watch? Yona of the Dawn.
I can't reach my other one, but I have 4 dragons on my shelves up here.
I think we should actually watch Tensei Slime. You know,
we should.
There's a good dragon in that show.
I was gonna say, is there dragons? I'm a little disappointed we didn't see it in the first episode. But
although
whatever.
I will say that the dragons are like, no, that's spoilers. Just kidding.
Yeah. Anyways, so Drifters. Obviously, first episode has a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
But what did you think about the overall?
About the 3 men that meet each other, you know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I totally thought one was a chick. I'm sorry.
That's a common mistake, though. It's a common mistake. It happens.
It was hard to tell.
The hair was
like the voice is in the middle. The hair is really long.
It was on the lines. So
it's very.
I mean, we had to look it up.
Androgynous,
right?
Yeah,
androgynous is the right way to put it. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm eating after 8s.
After 8s.
They all had crazy eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we'll talk again more about that in the educational part.
Okay.
Is that like a key thing? It's
Yeah.
not in the genre.
Well,
Crazy
I
eyes.
well, just wait till we get there. Wait till we get there.
Steven sounds like he has a good point to make, but I'm.
But he doesn't.
I do have a point to make, but it's I want to save it. I want to save it.
Okay. Sorry, Candace. What were you
I
saying?
still don't know what genre that was.
You're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
We'll get to it.
The sheer amount of foreshadowing that exists in this one.
Oh boy! We got to create a narrative so that people listen longer.
We're like, wait, what's gonna happen next? We have to know.
We're teasing it.
Oh yeah, there's
Okay.
crazy eyes even later in the second show we watched too.
True.
You know?
True.
Mhm.
That is true.
Yeah, I think the funny thing about Drifters is that like I watched this show for the first time. What, like maybe 5 years ago?
13, 14, right? Was it like
I
out
think-
of high school?
I think it was like first year university because I watched it on the train.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I think
'cause
I
remember
watched it-
recommending it to you, but I think you wanted to like binge it.
Yeah, exactly. I had it downloaded on my laptop for like a solid half year, and then I went on the train home for Christmas. I watched the whole thing,
To that
which,
town.
by the way,
Which we shall not say today.
watching that entire show on my laptop, on a train
In public.
in public, there's definitely a family with a small child like close to me, and I was just like, I'm gonna turn this laptop. Like
Yeah.
it's not like there's nothing like. It's mostly just gory. It's a lot of gore.
It's gore.
Although to be fair, I have a bad habit.
To turn the screen. What ends up
I have
happening?
I have a bad habit
The
of
genre
watching shows that I
changes.
shouldn't be watching,
Ah.
like in public on the train. Like I watched like a decent chunk of Fate. I watched like some of Berserk. On
Fate.
Fate's got some graphic scenes in it. I watched a decent amount of
Does it?
Berserk on the
Oh,
train.
Berserk. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
watched some of Castlevania on the train.
Mm.
You watch a lot of bloody shows on the train.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of gory shows on the train. I think it's just a vibe I have that I could just marathon those.
In public.
I don't know.
Going
Around
back
children.
home, I need to watch. Yeah, I need to watch
Yeah.
people die.
Gotta watch some death on the way back.
Get in the
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
mindset. Yeah.
Speaking of death, how did
yes.
he not die with 6 to 8
He-
spears, like a
He
foot
did.
and a half through him?
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
like instantly? I mean, if they
Yeah.
didn't hit vitals.
I mean,
like, if
instantly.
just
Mhm.
pierced his like around
It was,
his.
like, in the
his
chest.
gut.
Yeah, people
Chest
get like
slash
shot.
gut.
People get shot in the abdomen.
But those aren't big
I can't say that
spears
word.
going
And
through your abdomen.
it's the same. Something blowing through
I
you
don't
is the
know.
same.
Actually,
as a
technically, getting
stick.
shot is usually worse because usually
Yeah.
the shockwave of the bullet going through actually expands out a lot of the inner parts,
Mm.
and
That
they
is
come back in,
true.
which rips a bunch of the ligaments up. It's
That is true.
I
yeah,
mean,
whereas-
it was
whereas
pretty
the big
ridiculous.
a big ass.
Mm.
Yeah, of course it's
Big
it's
man
obviously
inhaled,
And
exaggeration.
it was like, oh, guess what? I have a gun still. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
while
that was a
you're
good scene. I love that
dying.
scene so
It was
much.
pretty good.
The impaled by like 5 different spears midair, takes out a pistol, shoots the guy. It's
Mhm.
just big fan.
Ridiculous.
gonna lie.
Pretty badass.
The
yeah.
mouth flaps when he was like screaming or laughing were not great. He was like, ha ha ha. And then
Why?
this one, like, he was like, ha ha ha.
Wait, that's
For
that's
those who
thumbnail
are
right
just
there.
listening and can't see, she's moving her mouth like twice for like 6 ha's.
Oh, that's like there's this old comedy routine. It was, I think I got this on Just for Laughs once, where they were talking about like watching shows that were made in Japan, dubbed in English. I think they were
Mhm.
talking about like Godzilla and how like you would have a scene where like the mouth would open like 14 times, and the English VA would just say like 3 words, and you're just like, oh,
Yeah, I've seen that.
okay, like no.
Yeah.
Again, might want to have to watch the YouTube version if you want to get the actual funniness.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Our podcast
in general,
isn't podcast friendly anymore. Oh no.
this
No,
show
it's-
is.
we just gotta
still
explain
fun.
it for the audio
Yeah.
listeners.
Mhm.
Yes,
Fine.
closed
We need to talk
captioning.
about
you know.
anime more.
I know. We never talk
Wow.
about anime anymore.
Yeah, we never talk
What
about
have we
anime.
become?
Not the
It's
entire
like
premise
every
or anything like
episode's a
that.
filler episode or anything.
You know, cringe.
Just, freestyle.
Speaking of anime,
Were we speaking of anime?
speaking
I
of
don't
anime,
think so.
um,
Salt over
uh,
your
this,
straw.
this show, Drifters,
Direct.
definitely one that you got to commit some time to because like the story development is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, it gets way better.
It's and it also is tough because like if you don't have like a vague understanding of like some of who these characters are, it can be like
doesn't hit as hard.
Like in this episode, like Oda Nobunaga, right? Like he's
I know him from the anime that's about the guy that goes like
yeah, exactly. So the guy with the long hair and the eye patch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like a very famous person in Japanese history.
Oh.
Like extremely famous. Like there are endless amounts of video games and shows that were made about him, based upon him, stuff like that. So like that understanding kind of helps a little bit. Like when we said that the names are important, it's because they're all actually like, for the most part, they're mostly like real people who are like sort of revered,
who did things.
Yes, real people who did
things that stayed in history, who left a legacy.
So like for example, when they're having
go ahead. I'll say it after.
When they're having that conversation where like Nobunaga's asking the main guy there, Shimazu, right, about who he is and like where he's from and what battle is going on. He was like, "Wait, Shimazu, like from that tiny little like provincial area, like he's where they had the big map." Right?
Yeah.
And he's like pointing out. Basically, what the point is that's being made there is that, like, in Nobunaga's time, which is literally like just 2 decades ago, like that is a completely insignificant like clan of people. Like they don't matter at all, right? So he's shocked that like anything's going on there. And then even for the third character, who we all thought were a girl, who's actually a guy, even he'd heard of that clan before, but was like, "Wait, yeah, no. Back in my time, there was also like a random like hick town, right?"
Yeah.
So the whole
Bumpkin
joke
town.
is like,
was it Bumpkin? Did you say?
I think they said hick. I think they said hick in
It's
this
a hick
translation.
town.
Yeah. Bumpkin was from Keijo. Remember?
Right.
Yes.
Wow, our roots.
Episode 1 throwback.
That was episode 1. Yeah, we wanted
Can
to
you
show
believe we had
Kansas.
episode 1 was
at my
Keijo?
parents' place.
Oh yeah.
On my
I also did it
laptop.
at my parents' place.
Oh, yo, we were all in that town.
Why didn't we go to my
Except for Eugenio.
Yeah, why didn't you go to Candace's place?
Did we all? I think we all hung out at my place.
Yeah, we did at your
but
place.
We
Yeah.
didn't watch.
We watched
the
we watched
I guess
the
we tried to watch it
101
together.
Dalmatians.
We
Or
weren't
Cruella,
doing,
sorry.
Yeah, we weren't doing video then,
Yeah.
so it would have just been awkward to get all our mics hooked up.
You'd probably just want one condenser for that
Yeah.
situation, but
I don't know what that
Which
means.
I had like 5 of in my house. Like,
Yeah,
just-
Yeah, I
your
guess
dad has
your
all the
dad.
mics.
Yeah.
Be like, Dad, can I borrow a condenser microphone? Which one?
Make your
You
jokes.
take like half an hour to explain the various differences between them, being like, yeah, you see this one here.
We should
I don't know.
all get together when we're all, in the same area and do karaoke.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Be
God.
so good.
Like,
I don't know the
legit
next time I'm
karaoke?
ever going back home though.
no, like here,
Well,
obviously.
it will
I'm
end up
like-
being down
here.
south, not a.
Hey, what's wrong with coming here?
Well,
Well,
let's
you
be
should
fair.
just have
Eugene has
family
no
there now.
reason to
Yeah.
go there,
Yeah.
other than like maybe visiting Esther.
Like I have relatives. Yeah, I could stay with her, but
And see,
actually,
Candace, you'll have more fun if you come here. Then we can do fun things.
And think
you
of
can't
all the
do
food we could
that
get,
town.
Candace.
we
That
could
is-
go to a Korean
Yes.
karaoke restaurant.
Yes.
That is true.
We got means to get to drink and eat and sing karaoke at
Oh
the same
my.
I
time.
don't know how good I am at karaoke.
Oh, I'm
Candace.
trash at singing, but karaoke's fun.
Last
Exactly.
time I sang karaoke was at a wedding in front of
Yes,
Norman
that
people,
one wedding.
and
Yeah.
we were singing "The Bad Touch."
Oh,
Yes.
classic.
Don't sing that in front of Mormon people.
I mean, it was only
Hey.
half the wedding that was Mormon, so it's fine.
no,
Yeah.
they were just.
The other half were regular people.
They seemed
Ooh.
unhappy.
I apologize to our
Our
Mormon
Mormon
audience.
audience, I'm
Definitely
sorry.
exists.
No, it's just not a.
They're,
yeah,
they're totally not allowed to listen to us, so it's fine.
Oops.
Now it's in my head though. Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna say on the topic of drifters. I'm sure the show is gets more hype later on. It wasn't super my vibe, which is weird because I usually like that vibe. Anyways, but the artistic choices they took in it were really nice. Like some of the starting shot when it was like watercolory almost, and then the ending sequence, so pretty. And even though the
Yeah.
art style isn't really my vibe, it still had a lot of impact.
Yeah, well, I think
I
it's
like
it's
how
a
they
very
did it.
effective. It's a
Crazy
very effective
eyes.
art style for
Yeah.
what it's trying to portray, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I'll get more into that later on. Candace,
Yes.
alcohol consumption to watch this show again.
I feel like
You
one
just
or
want to start
two,
talking
like,
about
not
the
that
genre.
many.
Yeah, it's. I feel like the thing about this show is that it's definitely one where it's pretty obvious that you need to keep watching it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because nothing was explained
Mhm.
at
Yeah.
all. Just like
Right.
he
There was a lot
appears
of
into the
talking
hallway
between
with the white
people.
doors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
the
then
the
it's just
first
he was there, and
episode
it's like,
is
what?
like either people slicing each other's heads off or talking.
Why?
The-
Yeah,
I-
what is happening? No, you're from a Hick town. No, I'm not. Who are you? You're
Shit.
dead.
Them
I
yelling
really-
at
I
each
really
other when
gotta
they're getting
admit, I-
mad is pretty funny though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really love the interplay when the three are talking to each other, and it switches from like the very serious, intense art style to just like
Back and
everything's kind of
forth,
chibi
yeah.
and like just
Yes.
cartoonish in the background. And then when like Nobunaga's talking to Shimazu, and then like he's telling him about all the crap that like has happened in the 18 years since Nobunaga died,
Yeah.
and like you could see Nobunaga's ghost just continuously like flying
Mm.
through the
Mhm.
area
Yeah.
because he's just so depressed because everything went to shit since he died.
Oh, I thought those were like other people that they were talking about.
There were also.
There were
Yeah.
also,
Okay,
but the first
yeah,
one was
okay.
his ghost, yeah,
Okay.
because you
So
could
I
see it
was
flying
like,
out of his body.
yeah, because I was like,
Yeah.
wait, I thought it was the people that they were talking about. And he's like, what the fuck? How did that idiot take
Yeah.
control?
And
What?
then he's like, "Oh, what happened to my son? Oh, he fought valiantly to the end." It's like, what a fucking idiot! Like,
Yeah.
he's so
But he was
true.
so sad. The hand clench
Oh yeah, you
always
could
gets
tell.
me.
It was
Yeah,
it was
like,
a classic. What an idiot!
dumb,
But
he
I'm
should've
sad
left.
because my
Yeah.
son
Yeah.
failed.
You have to
Well,
act
not failed,
tough.
but like
He's
Well, he
passed
was
stupid
away.
like, he was
anyways.
like, what an idiot. He should have left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting.
Even though he
for my
himself
honor.
didn't leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, he
Yeah.
did get betrayed, so it's not really his fault.
Yeah.
Very big sad.
On that note, shall we move on to our?
Steven's so excited to talk
He's
about
so
the
excited
genre.
to talk
He's
about the
like-
genre.
This is the
What?
first
Well, I mean,
time I've ever
it's
seen him like this.
Yeah, he's like, can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it?
I'll do more on that later.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
later.
Are you done?
Let's
Yeah,
let's
can we
do
move
this
on?
thing.
The School of Learning Basic Anime, things that literally everyone should know by now.
Degens.
Nice.
Beautiful. I hate that.
Yeah. So the the genre we're talking about this week is called Seinen.
Wait, what?
So it's Seinen, Seinen.
Saying
You
it.
can also, I've heard it pronounced Seinen too,
Seinen.
but
Say
Is
it.
I know
it
you
EN
can-
or I thought it was IN.
it's
Seinen.
Seinen. Seinen.
No, it is an EN.
Oh my god, my
Yeah.
cat's trying to scratch it.
Anyways, so the interesting thing about this genre is that it's actually quite open in terms of like what you can do with it.
Why don't we first explain? Because we had like shoujo
Sure.
and josei,
Yeah.
and now
So-
we have shonen and seinen.
Yeah, so I'd say Seinen is to show. Like, do you remember Shonen? But we shown Naruto was our Shonen show. Remember that one? remember Naruto?
Naruto is for boys.
Yes, Seinen
So, yeah.
is for more like adult men,
young men.
generally. Young men, yeah,
Young men.
kind of like like late teens to 20s, 30s kind of thing.
Mhm.
It's sort of more like. Yeah, it's a similar like the stuff we watched last week, like Josei. It's that to shoujo is a similar comparison as what you'd make like seinen to shonen. It's like for a little bit older audience, as you can tell by all the blood
Gotcha.
and gore. Gotcha.
I
Gotcha.
think I understand.
Hey. So like
only
the
get
cool
it.
thing.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I feel like I did.
Pain.
It's
But
in
I
the
have a
title of our last
goldfish
episode.
Pooh Bears. Pooh
Uh,
Bears.
Pooh Bear, Winnie
You
the
started
Pooh
playing Genshin
Bear.
Impact. That's a gotcha game.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
so
even,
anyways,
you even pulled today. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
with
Aha!
the there's often similarity with shonen in that they tend to be a lot of them do tend to be kind of actiony, but not all of them. This is why I'm saying there's a wide range of availability, right? But they are more likely to focus on like more mature like themes, like maybe like psychological issues or like politics. There are sports. There are various sports seinen, which are like instead of being the classic like friendship's gonna make us win the game, right? It's usually more like tactical or like intense in the way they're actually portrayed. So, for example, with Drifters, which was a seinen, the one we watched today, right? The art style is very typical of like a more actiony, political, sort of seinen show where like everything's kind of very intense. And like how I said, that character names are actually important with seinen. A lot of times they deal with historical figures or things like that, where the expectation is the person who's watching it will probably have a pretty solid understanding of those characters already. So
Sorry.
all the characters, yeah, so all the characters that came up already, pretty important, right? And in general, there's like a bunch of pretty famous shows that would be considered seinen. Like on our Halloween hiatus, when you know how we watch Hellsing Abridged,
Mm-hmm.
the regular version of Hellsing is considered seinen.
The Robot Handman show. That's also kind of in
Also seinen. Tokyo Ghoul is another really classic.
Is it?
Seinen? Yeah.
Really?
there. I thought
Yeah,
it was
it
more
is.
shown.
I thought it was shown. I feel like that one's on the edge.
No, it's officially considered seinen. I think mostly because it's
officially according to who?
Yeah.
according to the
Yeah.
according to
Hello.
according to
Wikipedia
the
says so.
according to the magazine it was published in.
Yeah.
The
What,
magazine.
what magazine was it published?
It was in Weekly
The
Young Jump.
magazine.
Mm.
Uh,
Do you know
but,
about
like-
that, Candace? The idea,
Oh, I
like,
guess.
Oh, this is something else we
Yeah.
should probably talk about.
Yeah.
like most manga is published in like a book every week or month whenever it releases in Japan, and like people order those, like subscribe to the books, then you get the new chapters of everything, and then they're later released in like books
Big
that
volumes.
you can
yeah.
buy. Yeah,
I didn't know.
it's kind of
Yes.
a cool.
I don't
yeah,
think
it's
And
kind of a
there's-
cool
very well.
concept.
There's-
Yeah,
There's okay, so
Um,
basically, yeah,
Like
Eugene,
a
go ahead.
collaboration of a bunch of different like manga will be
Mhm.
all in one book that you order to read, like just a few chapters of different things, and then they'll later come out on their own in
Oh,
volumes
Yeah.
of that specific story.
I don't know how I feel about that.
it's pretty cool.
It's kind of
Well,
cool,
it-
but I
you
feel
can-
like that
you can-
drive me crazy only reading like a chapter or two from one book.
But you can kind
Well,
of
you can
imagine it
buy them
similar
as
to
full
like
books.
watching TV.
Yeah, you just have to
Right?
wait. I have no patience.
It's
So
it's the same idea
It's the
exactly
same
as an
TV,
episode
basically.
coming
Like,
out
every
a week.
yeah, like every week a new episode comes out. Every week a new volume / chapter comes out.
Yeah,
right?
and nowadays
Um,
you can pretty well just like read them online, but this has been going on for like a long
Yeah, for-
time, right?
for decades and
Before
decades and
the
decades,
time
right.
of reading stuff on the internet. So
And like
you can
and
even
like
get
there
them at the
are
Scholastic book fairs that we used to have as kids.
yes,
You get, like,
Yeah.
Like it would be
The
like Naruto
Jump
and like One
version?
Piece and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Shonen
yeah,
Jump,
the real
our
mainstream
English
stuff. Yeah.
version. Yeah.
But like, to be fair, Shonen Jump, the Japanese version, also had the mainstream stuff because Shonen Jump is like
Of
the
course.
classic
Yeah.
serialization, right? It's like Shonen Jump is like the Teletoon or YTV of like you'd watch SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents after school, you know.
Mhm.
Except it's a book form and it's Naruto and One Piece.
Much
So
better.
like the metaphor is kind of, or analogy is kind of a bit.
Fairly Odd
stretched there,
Parents
but
is my favorite anime.
hey,
Same.
Except
Fairly Odd
SpongeBob.
Parents. Actually, SpongeBob is unironically my favorite.
Actually, SpongeBob, yeah, is actually so
Kinda
good.
slaps.
SpongeBob's
It's
so
timeless.
good.
What do you mean kinda slaps?
Sometimes
Kinda
some of my students will
Kind
do
of
like,
slaps is the highest
SpongeBob
honor you
impression
can
every once
get
in a
in my
while.
vocabulary. Okay.
and there's one guy who does a Patrick impression every once in a while, and sometimes I just want to pull out mine because I'm like,
You want to show him up?
I want to show him
I
up.
was gonna one up
Sick.
his high
Show 'em up.
schoolers.
You're like, shh. You think that's
Yours
a Patrick
is
impression?
nothing. That's when you just
Your
start yelling to
impression
no, this is
sucks.
Patrick.
Saying,
No, you
Need
gotta
to
do
just
I
casually
was
be
born
like,
as
who,
SpongeBob. Patrick.
who wants to
molded by him.
play? Who wants to play some? What the fuck is it called? Soul Calibur. You gotta pull
Where
that
did Soul
out
Calibur come from?
because Steven's
Yeah,
character
what?
is
my customized
Oh,
character.
okay, yeah.
You
Well,
gotta just
maybe we'll take some
casually
pictures of
play
it
with
for the
them,
Discord
yeah.
of Steven's SpongeBob characters in Soul Calibur
please
4.
do.
You could just splice in some still images to the
Yeah.
to this into this.
Oh,
We
True.
showed Candace, right?
No.
No,
Oh,
I
I
don't
think
think
I
so.
Let's pull him up. Let's pull him up.
Yeah,
Pull
take
him
some
up.
snips and then we can
I'll put it on-
slap them
I'll-
on the.
I'll put it on the video.
This is
Yeah.
important. This is an important thing. This is stuff that I spend legitimate time on.
Wait, you make
Yeah.
them?
Like
Oh,
it's
you
a
better believe
character
it.
customization.
Oh my god! So like,
Oh.
through Steam you can run a game, and then there's something called remote play where someone else can like
We
basically
could play
watch your
tonight.
screen and create a character. Steven doesn't own the game, but I do, so he would go through my computer, and I would just like leave for 2 hours while he was making his characters.
And then he'd come
God.
back and see
Be
the
like, what
horrific
the
I'd
thing
be like,
I
what
created.
what is this? Yeah.
We
Surprise.
should.
It's very
We
good.
we tried out the thing yesterday, and we should do it
Yeah,
today,
we tried
because
streaming.
it was fun.
Yeah,
Not the
it was
streaming
actually
part,
really fun.
but we
I mean, the game was
played
fun.
the towers game, and it was good.
Mhm. I can do a bit later after we're done because I have to eat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna have dinner
Yeah.
first, and we can come back.
Yeah, that
I'm
sounds
gonna
like
end
a
up
good idea.
hangry.
Hangry. But yeah, Seinen, I would say that most of the anime that are in my top 10 are Seinen, like at least half.
List them.
Mine are all like
Um,
shonen.
So like
So good.
Drifters is up there. Psychopaths is kind of up there, but it's one of those ones where it's like
No,
I
it's
would.
terrible.
It's
anime.
good.
Um,
It's
No,
really
I
good.
need to know.
You need to watch the art arc, and then I feel like you'll be
The what?
disgustingly intrigued.
Okay,
Well-
maybe.
Just finish season 1.
Sorry, continue, Steven.
So, Drifters. So like I said, Drifters is up there. There is a sports anime called One Outs, which is
What else is
about
good?
baseball, and it's fucking incredible. Oh, it's so good.
It's up in the
I still
head.
don't understand the one about like a team sport.
The
We
one
should
about
really
the
watch
team
Haikyuu.
sport?
We need to watch Haikyuu.
We should really watch
Yes,
Haikyuu.
please.
let's
I'm
get
down
Candace
for a
hooked on
rewatch.
Haikyuu.
Next week.
What one is
Next
that?
week?
Yes, it's
Haikyuu is
volleyball.
volleyball.
No, what's
Mm.
the swimming one? I feel like
It's
I've heard about a swimming.
Free.
Free. Shark
Um,
teeth boy.
Anyways, obviously Giant Killing is up there too.
Would you
Okay.
consider that?
Yeah. So it's the thing is that where Giant Killing is, I've seen it considered in a couple different genres, but I do personally / I've seen other people also attribute it to it as seinen, mostly
yeah.
because
My anime list listed as seinen.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the main topics of Giant Killing are more based around like the actual tactics and the character arc of Tatsumi coming back, right, and having to get the acceptance from the OED crowd. There's some more mature themes in it as compared to, like I said, most like sports anime that are aimed at middle, like adolescents / younger audiences are the classic team spirit will make us better.
Also like
Ooh,
superpowers.
is there a figure
Yeah.
skating one?
Yeah.
Yuri on
There
Ice!
Ah,
Yuri
There
on
sure
Ice. Let's go. Let's watch
Oh,
it.
it's so good, and it's short. It's only 12
It
episodes.
is very short, yeah.
if they skate like
Yeah.
shit,
Movie,
I'm
right?
gonna have some comments.
No,
on
it's
that.
pretty.
there's-
It's pretty. The
there's a movie, yeah.
opening is so pretty.
For
I can
background,
hear
I
Yeah.
figure skated
Oh,
for like
yeah.
13 years. So if I see stuff on TV, I'm like, this is just terrible. Like, I know it was Family Guy or something, but they like did a jump and they landed forwards. I was like,
I'll have you know that.
who
I'll have you know
does that?
that
Nobody
that,
does that.
Candace. So Nina was obsessed with this anime because it was
Oh.
good. Yeah,
Oh,
for a while.
okay.
So
That's
They actually
promising.
do like properly do the choreography and like try
Yeah.
and make it look real.
Good.
it's pretty.
Because they always animate them.
it's
They're like
cute.
skating in a line and then they just like jump and spin and then keep landing one foot forward. It's like that
Yeah.
literally never
Actually,
I think you'll be pleased with it.
happens.
I just thought of something actually.
Hmm.
Of
Yes.
another seinen anime that's actually pretty high up for me that a lot of people don't like very much.
What is
Um,
it?
Project K.
I couldn't get
I
into
really,
it.
I really love
tried.
Project K.
What is
What can I
that?
say? That's would be
is
difficult
kinda
to
cringe.
explain.
Gotcha.
The other one that's actually really interesting, where there's a debate as to which it falls under, is actually Code Geass.
I love Code Geass. I talked to someone
Code
like
Geass.
go.
No, go for it. Sorry.
Okay, I was just gonna say I talked to someone yesterday, and they're asking me
Mm.
about like which animes I liked, and I brought up like that I really like Code Geass, right? And they
Mm.
were saying how they watched it in high school and they really liked it, but they rewatched it recently
Nah.
and found a lot of plot holes in it. And I was like, I haven't watched it
cares?
since like high school.
Fine.
I was like, I should rewatch it and see if I still like it as much as I used to, because
Yeah.
it slapped.
Eugene, when I was playing Genshin with Jordan yesterday, and she mentioned how like Beto's VA sounded very familiar.
Yeah, right.
Right? And I was like, you're right, it does actually. So I looked it up, and holy crap, Beto's VA has a lot of very well-known parts.
Most of the voice actors in Genshin
Are
Impact
really
are
famous.
super famous. They're like, grade A type of voice actors.
Well, because the VA for Beidou is the same VA for Kallen Gozuki
Mhm.
in Code Geass.
Pink haired
Um,
girl.
and another what was the other really famous one? God, there are a couple of things. She was in she's Kill la Kill. Ryuko,
Right. Yeah.
main character in Kill la Kill, yeah,
Mhm.
as well. And there's another thing that she's in. She's in, I think, School Rumble
There's a
too.
lot of things you said, and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's
She's
pretty
hollow.
impressive. Yeah, yeah, she's got a pretty impressive what do you call that?
Portfolio.
Portfolio. I kept wanting to say bibliography, and I was like, that's not even close. enough.
Bibliography. Sir.
and then I thought discography, and I was like, no, it's not. None of these are correct.
So to sum this up, Candace, basically the point is that it can be a lot of different types of shows, but the Seinen
Subject
and
matter.
Josei both, are 100% about the subject matter and the age range they're targeting, not the
So it's
the
just
story type.
Stuff for young men. pretty
Yeah.
much.
Exactly.
Got
So lots of different stuff from different genres can fit into Seinen. It's not
exactly.
fantasy or sports or
Yeah,
whatever. All of
it's-
those can be
It
in
can be
it.
all
it's like
of them,
a
but it's
genre, but it's really a target demographic.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
kind of like so Shonen and Seinen is like Teletoon versus Teletoon at night.
Yeah,
Oh.
true.
At 9 p.m. when that
Actually, not bad.
that's my little like if the Boondock Saints is gonna be on, that's Teletoon at night. That's gonna be Seinen.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my
Gotcha.
God.
Actually, Boondock Saints would actually probably be classified if you had to classify it under an anime genre. It would probably be.
Oh yeah, it would
Seinen.
be 100%.
Yeah.
The only thing that I know
inappropriate.
about that show is that it's talked about in Helsing Abridged.
Yeah.
Actually, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's
a good
all
point.
I know about it.
Boondock. It's a
There's
good
some
show,
good like
actually.
YouTube clips, just like funny moments and stuff, or like
Mm.
savage moments, or like deep moments.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff.
But yeah, all those kind of shows, like Archer, would also be like. I think you've
love
seen
Archer.
Archer, right? You love
I
Archer,
love
yeah.
Archer.
Archer would probably be. You consider that to be kind of like your seinen level, where it's like
Mhm.
the subject matter gets a little bit more adult.
Gotcha.
It's not necessarily any type of specific.
SpongeBob, Family Guy.
Mhm.
I mean, that's a
I mean, like,
disservice to SpongeBob. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
consider that.
true. We're not on the same level. All
We're
right.
talking about who is targeted at, but
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Phineas and Ferb, seinen. He deals with some adult themes. Phineas and Ferb.
Oh boy.
I
okay.
just love. I love Phineas and Ferb. What can I say? It's a great show.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
didn't watch very much. I
moving-
feel like it was at the cusp of our
Mm,
I
age
watched a
range.
lot
You know
of
what I
it.
mean?
that's
I
fair.
didn't watch
I made a
anything
point of
either.
watching it because I watched a couple episodes and I was like, this is freaking hilarious.
I
kept
also
watching.
just like that the sister had her
Patty
name
the
spelled the
platypus.
same way as me.
Mm.
Because
Candace.
they always spell it IC, not AC. ACE is supreme.
Ace.
It's funny because I feel like I mostly see it as CANDACE.
because
Really?
you know Candace.
I met a Jordan that was a girl that has AN, which is
Oh,
like
really?
unheard
Wow.
of. All
That's
Jordans that are
very
girls
rare.
are YNs.
Usually,
Yeah.
usually they're
Yeah.
YNs or maybe IN.
No,
Yeah.
EN.
I've never met an
EN?
EN.
I've never met an
Really?
EN
I
before.
have. Pretty
No.
sure I have.
Jordan.
But I've only met
Jordan.
one other female Jordan that's AN. She goes to
And
the
now
school.
you're best friends.
Spicy.
No.
Yeah, the one I know is a girl, and it's
She's a student at the
JORDEN.
school. I don't know any EN.
She wasn't
Fair.
from here. She was from
Mm.
Oh, she goes to
next
another
place over.
school.
She goes
Not
to
like
another
other
school.
girls. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my girlfriend in Canada.
Anyways,
shall we move on to
questions,
our last?
thoughts?
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess yeah. You probably want to Candace any ideas before you leave.
We just talked at you.
What?
This is a lot of information to take.
I was like
in.
zoned
Yeah.
out for a
Okay,
second.
This is
moving
why Candace can't remember
on.
anything.
We watched 2 episodes of Takt today.
Yes.
Taco?
Sounds like you said
Taco.
tucked.
Takt.
Tucked. Speaking of which, I'm behind on Drag Race. I
Taco.
have to watch some of that.
Mm.
Drag Race
What?
UK is infinitely better
That's
than
what I
Drag
was
Race.
thinking of. I thought you said tucked.
Did you have to put
Speaking
those
of-
together?
Tucked.
I know
Yeah.
what it means.
That's the first thing I think of when I
I'm
hear the
so
word tucked. I
lost.
think of it.
Talked
I don't watch any Drag Race, so I don't have no
So
idea what the
tucking,
connection
Missing
is.
out.
Eugene.
is
Tucking,
how
what-
you fit into
how
cute,
you-
tight
Ah,
outfits.
gotcha,
About,
gotcha.
So if you have a good tuck, then
I'm
you
so
don't
sorry
notice
for
that
my-
there's
Mhm.
Loud.
tucking is
See,
harder for
Eugene's
some
learning
people than
today
others.
too. Not just
Hey.
It's an
Yeah.
me.
educational episode.
There's nothing a little bit of duct tape can't do.
Ugh,
Ouch.
that would
Yeah, it
hurt.
would be very painful. I can't even
Okay, so we watched Takt. OP.
Talked.
Tucked.
Not
Talk, should it be?
Tucked.
Oh.
well. You have to make it sound different from tucked now.
The second episode that we watched today, like the
Yes.
opening scene, they had some really good animations and like sound
Mm.
effects and stuff for the weapons, like when she was switching them out.
Yes.
Like it was so pretty.
satisfying.
Oh my gosh.
The weapon work in general is very good in this
Mhm.
show.
Mhm.
Like that, the unclaimed,
Mm-hmm.
Music
Cigar?
art.
Weird space
Yeah.
girl.
Annoying.
the one that she kind of looks.
Wall.
she kinda-
Wall.
she
It
kinda-
started
she
with a
kinda-
W, right?
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but she looks.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, yeah, Valkyrie, yeah.
Wall.
Wagner.
No,
I'm
it was
guessing she's
W,
supposed to
wasn't it?
be.
It's because it's like the
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I
The
see.
language
yeah.
difference, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Guessing
think
which
it's
supposed
supposed to be kind of like a Freya, like a Norse kind of
Yeah.
influence there, obviously. Which is obvious by like
Definitely
the lighting
looked
and
at
shit.
it.
But I definitely
Yeah.
think like when she first started fighting and she did the shield toss, I was like, yeah, I
She's
like.
the
that.
annoying
annoying though.
her
Eh,
fighting style. I
don't
really
like her
It's just her
I love her
personality
fighting
was
style.
like a big
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
high
the whole
strung.
time, what are you doing? I said not to do this. I said
You
this.
don't
And then
have
it's like she's
permission.
unclaimed. Okay, so you don't mean shit. So stop telling people what to do.
Well,
What
but
do
I
you
feel like
Wow.
You're
Slow
not bossy
down,
for no
like, You
reason.
don't mean shit.
I feel like that's
That's girl
why
boss
she's like that,
energy.
though.
Yeah, you don't
I
have
feel like
to have
Yeah.
a conductor.
Well, I
Go,
guess so.
Slay.
I don't know. She
Yeah, it
seems
was very
very like, you have to listen to me. But like
Yeah,
she has
she
no
did.
authority. That's like
Mhm.
that's what I mean. Like
I
You're the
mean, I
boss
wouldn't
of
want to have authority if
nothing.
I'd have to be that weird guy's music art, you know?
Yeah, that dude's crazy.
The blonde guy.
He's
Why is it
really
always
creepy.
the blonde guy who's like
Fucking
creepy and evil?
blondes, you know? Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine being blonde. How fucking
Oh
crazy would
wow,
that be?
cringe.
and his music art was really
That's-
weird. Hell.
Jesus.
Oh yeah,
she
she
was
was
weird.
she was
Messed up.
something. She
Yeah,
had
she
that
walks
really
up
odd
to
odd
Destiny.
energy.
Oh, I
You know,
like your eyes. Can I have them? And then she's just like, I refuse. She's like, oh, okay. Just like walks
You know, at
away,
least
like,
she
I like-
understands
What?
consent.
yeah.
True. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That is
And you know what?
fair.
They
That's
do
good-
have to
better than
market to
90% of men
all
out there.
people, so
She seems to have some
know,
weird,
bringing
like,
all the
kind of
different
sexual
music.
thing about killing the D2, though. She goes,
Yeah,
Whatever
she
God.
was, she was
floats your boat.
definitely getting
Okay.
something out of that. Well, it's
I
funny
mean, if
'cause,
you're
like,
doing it that much, you might as well enjoy it. That's literally her job.
True.
Yeah, I guess so.
You
I
can
don't know if
enjoy
I'd
it
want to
without
hear
being,
her, like,
weird
moaning
about it.
after every
Yeah,
time.
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like linking your job with sexual like feelings is usually not.
How do you know
ideal.
that it's sexual feelings
No.
for her?
Well, because she's like,
Did you
why
hear
are they
it?
getting all the fun? Please, can I go? And then she like kills it.
And
She's
she,
like,
like,
oh my
Has
god,
these
yes.
circular
Like,
blades on her feet
I
and just
mean,
starts
you guys are
screaming out every 3
interpreting
seconds.
things the way you
Um,
want to interpret them.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Or you're
saying
just
it's
too
not
innocent.
sexual. I'm just saying
Her blade
like,
shoes are pretty cool, though. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were pretty cool.
The
She's pretty
rollerblade
OP
shoe.
also.
They're just Heelys on steroids, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Right?
I was thinking like Camille vibes too.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, a
With
little bit.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's literally the person from Big Hero 6. Said that during the
Almost.
show too. Not
Except her
almost.
feet, like,
she
turned
she
into-
literally has wheels on her feet. She makes
Yeah.
wheel shoes.
That is
So
true.
you're saying
did her
anyone who
feet
has
turn
wheels in
into
their
wheels,
feet-
or did she have wheels?
No.
by
She
her
put
feet?
shoes. She put shoes with like
Okay,
things.
I
Yeah,
thought
she
she like
didn't.
turned into the wheels. Okay.
Oh, the chicken
Yeah,
in
I
Talk
thought
she
her feet
did.
turned
Yeah.
into wheels too.
Yeah, on Talk she did.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just like turned
Yeah, that's
into
what I meant.
wheels.
So that's
Yeah,
what,
they
like,
turned
that's like the
into-
yeah.
difference that I was trying to point
Yeah.
out.
It was
And
good.
her legs got like long. Like
They
it felt like the like wheels were like at the bottom, so then it was like extra long leg, you know, like added
Yeah.
on.
I'm kind of curious where all the D2s came from, the flying ones, because they were like, oh, this thing is
Oh,
sealed.
yeah.
Why are there so
it's
many?
implied that because they have this like black knight siderite, that
Yeah.
material that attracts D2s that we talked about like in episode like 2 or 3 or something.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they said it was
Um,
sealed, so they
Yeah.
They
should
said it
be
was supposed to
attracting.
be sealed
Yeah.
properly, but it probably wasn't or something, right?
Or someone
Yeah,
broke
or
those
Maybe
in.
when they
Uh-huh.
when they like
slammed on the brakes, you know, to
Possible.
not kill
yeah.
Cosette.
Because she went overkill.
And just stood on the train tracks while the train was approaching and was like, huh, what's that?
And then she
She's
later
got nerves of
collapsed
steel,
something
Cosette,
in
eh?
front of the train, so they just
She has
stopped
no
the train
nerves
again.
whatsoever. You mean?
Exactly.
But yeah, when she stops
I
the train, it's
refuse.
like, bruh, just take
Yeah.
a step,
She
please.
has
Yeah,
no
just
concept
step
of anything.
aside.
Hey, I don't expect her to move out of the way. She doesn't understand doors still.
Doors, it's true.
Yeah.
That's
But
true. She also
seeing
doesn't
as she
understand
blasted
time,
out the side of the train.
Yeah.
Just like, oh,
That's
there they
so
are.
bad.
Can I
Hi.
mention right now? Like, I don't know why, but I really, really liked when she blasted out the side of the train. Like, the actual like edge where the blast was through, the like the detail on like the wood fiber coming
Yeah.
out.
It was
Like, I
pretty
don't know
nice,
why. I was
actually,
like,
yeah.
that's really good.
Yeah.
Like, it was. I don't
They
know
got
why. It
closer
was like
to that when
normally
they
those
showed the
details
booty
don't matter to
shots
me that
of
much, but
her
like, damn, I
kneeling
was
down.
Needed
Yeah,
a
that's
booty
true.
shot.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
when her
Just-
sister was
yeah,
looking
we
at
had
it.
one in Fena. We have to have one for Takt
Yeah.
also.
At least one.
I think the Fena booty shot was better.
It was very
Karen
defined.
had, yeah,
Was
Karen had a
very-
good booty shot.
Very
defined.
defined.
Um,
Yes.
What else actually happened in this
I don't know. I'm trying to
episode?
think what happened in the first episode.
Honestly-
we
the
watched.
casino.
Kinda-
We had the casino situation.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, that was
yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Almost
I'm
very
not
That
gonna
nice.
episode, that
lie.
episode flew
Where he
by.
had so much
did.
money, and then the
did.
chicken shit dude ran away with the money, or tried to.
Yeah. I'm
The
not
Titan
gonna
is too
lie, this
good.
show like is really pretty, but the story's not really capturing me yet.
It
you
feels
know?
a little bit empty so far. I'm hoping
Yeah.
that they put something significant in the last half of the show because that's where we're
Yeah.
at now.
Yeah, like my
Exactly.
guess is that it's gonna be picking up with this blonde dude here, and like then that they're meeting more music arts and there's more fighting going on. Like I feel like there's gonna be more to the
Well,
actual story
Yeah,
itself.
because he decided to change where they were going, didn't he?
Yeah,
Like, oh, we're gonna go somewhere else now, and they're like fascinated with the relationship between Takt and
Yeah, like it's
Destiny.
the concept is really cool, but just like comparing it to when we were watching Fena, like all of the
Yeah.
characters were really capturing me and the story was compelling. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to go on this journey with them. And these characters, the backstory episode I felt was really impactful. But the
Mhm.
last
Yes.
like the 2 episodes we watched today didn't have very much impact on
Yeah.
me. It feels
I
like
didn't feel like it was
mm,
building up to anything
Yeah,
important. You know, like, We
exactly.
got introduced to the creepy blonde token man, but
Yeah. So I'm
I
like
kind of
Yeah,
hopefully
just
like
no.
you're
love
saying, I hope
watching
that they
Titan
blow
and
it up.
Destiny like
They're cute.
do
Yeah,
their
yeah, they have
thing.
good interplay. Like I think it's one of the things where episode 2 so far is probably the best episode out of all of them. That the one where they
Yeah.
go through the backstory of Cosette.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree.
But like since then, yeah, it's been a little bit flat in the story. And I'm waiting for them to like bring the music back to the forefront again.
Yeah.
Because like they've had music in the background, but it's just been like fighting, and here's this music there. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to have like a legitimate like you're playing a song and it's gonna like because that's what I was expecting. I was expecting to be
Yeah.
more like the conductors actually got music going on, which is having the thing happen. So I think maybe that
with
expectation
the
was wrong.
fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Mhm.
maybe their
Yeah.
expectation was wrong there, but like I don't know.
maybe a bit
Mhm.
more lore,
Yeah.
Instead
the
of, like,
history
what's
of what
going
happened like
on.
10 years
I
ago
feel
when
like they
his
might
dad
get
died or something.
into that at some point, maybe though. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
because at the
they
end of
should.
that
they're
last
both trying to
episode,
figure out what it is
Yeah.
to be like a composer and a music art. Like
and
they
like
Yeah,
at
have
the
to
end of
learn
that
what
last
that is.
episode, the
Yeah.
blonde dude like mentioned his dad like kind of
Mhm.
hostile like.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're
And
gonna get
everyone
into like
kind of
what
does,
happened
yeah.
to him.
Well, Leonard
Yeah.
didn't really think hostilely
No,
about
Leonard
it, I
had no
think,
problems
right?
with him. He actually had
Yeah.
like he was as expected as the son of this guy. Like, oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
but
seems
he
like
was
it seems
also
like he might
like
be a
he didn't
controversial
want
figure.
yeah, he didn't want people to know either. Like in the backstory episode,
Yeah.
right? He was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
well, they're not going to let me play. Like they're not going to let someone with my name play in it, you know?" So like obviously there's mixed feelings
Now whether
about his family.
whether it's because he actually did something bad or whether it's because like the
Some
current
unfortunate-
regime of the Symphonica is like
Yeah.
not agreeing with the way he did things.
Yeah.
Mhm. I feel like there's a
Definitely
lot
would
to
be
be
nice to
revealed
see, yeah.
still.
Yeah, it's tough because this one is also an
Mm.
original, right? So they're really hit and miss. Like
It's
if
an
they
original and it's an advertisement.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like strong idea.
Yeah.
The visuals are really nice, but we'll see
The
if the
food is
story
pretty.
actually
Oh,
yeah.
the corn. Oh, I
that
want
Corn
corn was
party.
good.
Corn, dude.
I want some cornbread like right now.
I want corn on the
corn.
I
cob.
want corn chowder.
I want corn everything.
I want soup now. God damn it.
I know, I'm so
Why are we
hungry.
talking about food?
Yeah.
Because I thought about the corn party. and her eating the dessert.
Corn pone.
Oh,
Bites
that
it.
was
I didn't know
cute.
such deliciousness or whatever could exist. or
That
something
dessert
like that.
Such
looked really
sweetness.
good.
Yeah.
Like,
What was it?
I think it looked like it was some kind of mousse.
But it was.
But it
She
was
picked
like
the whole thing up. It
structural.
was
Like she
Yeah.
can't stab a moose
Yeah.
and pick it up.
I wonder if it was maybe like a ganache.
I
You
feel like it
also
was like
can't stab a
a
ganache and
I
pick
was
it
gonna-
up.
It looked
I
like
thought
jelly
it was
to
like
me,
a
like
lava
chocolate
cake or
like a-
jelly.
something, but jelly
It might
sounds
have
Definitely
been
was
like a jelly,
alright.
yeah.
because the way
Because when
she
she
bit
bit it,
it.
it looked it wasn't fluffy inside. It was just like
Mhm.
scoop.
Yeah.
All I know is that I've been watching like way too much of the Great British Bake Off recently. And I just want to eat so many. There's so many desserts. So I'm just like, ooh.
I want to do Christmas baking really bad to match my house because my house
I
looks like
want-
Christmas threw up in it.
It's very nice. I want to go to high tea with friends.
What is that?
It's like
It's like
Oh,
high
the
tea,
bubble
but
tea.
with tea.
Like fancy
you go
tea?
and have like like fancy tea, and you have like little
Fancy little
hors
desserts
d'oeuvres
and
dress
finger
up?
sandwiches and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, like dress up
I
in
want
like
to go.
extra clothes. Yeah,
Well, then
That
come
could
up
be another
or
excuse for
down.
me to buy
Come
heels
up,
because I really
down,
want to
left,
buy
or
new
right.
heels.
see, when you come up for the friend that we share thing that they're doing, from that town, you should just
That
take some
person.
extra time off and come back across with me to Vancouver, and we can do
I
stuff.
mean, I could maybe do that, but Adam's coming with
Like
me.
even, and then you could fly. Then you could fly out of here or
Oh.
drive if you're driving.
When's this happening?
Yeah, I will have Adam with me
When
though.
is it? Well, Adam can
I
just.
don't think Adam would dress
It's
up
the
for
new
high
year.
tea. He wears
Hey.
shorts
No,
and
he can just.
sweatpants
He can
everywhere.
just. He can just go do his own thing, and we'll go for high
Just-
tea.
Just
I'll
ditch the
collect you
poor guy.
later. I'm going for tea.
Yeah.
Have fun. Give him like
This is
$20.
what you
Here's
do,
your
is you
allowance. Entertain
go to
yourself.
the mall. You go to the mall and you go to like Levion Rose or like La Senza or something like that, or one of those things. Be like, oh, I'll just be like 10.
Senza.
I'll just be a little bit of time, and then he'll be waiting outside awkwardly, and then you just go to tea, and then he won't.
And then he'll
just be waiting there.
slip out the
walk
back
in
door.
there to go try and find you, but you won't be there.
Hello.
Yeah.
He's some weirdo. Have you seen this girl?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like
they're
in
like,
the bathroom
Yay
by
tall.
himself.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Good times.
Could
Ugh.
happen maybe.
Ah.
Or we could just go for high tea there if it's there while we're together with other person.
There is in Victoria.
I love how cryptic this language is.
Uh-oh.
And then all of a sudden, Victoria.
Okay, Victoria's far enough
Victoria's
away.
the capital.
Victoria is the
It's
capital of the damn
fine.
province. I don't think it's that. It's not giving
There's
anything
still
away.
like 80,000 people plus in just like main Victoria, and then there's all the
Yeah.
suburbs and shit.
There's only
Plus,
that
they
many
don't know
people?
if we're going to there
Or,
or
like
other
in
places.
Victoria.
Yeah,
Mm.
not greater. Yeah.
Victoria's so pretty, but so fucking weird to drive in. There's so many stupid
And
one-way streets that are so
expensive.
skinny.
That's only
Mhm.
downtown.
Yeah, downtown Victoria.
Yeah, I got
Never
really used to
been.
it because I used to work downtown. So like I'd have to
don't
drive
like
into
it.
the parkades every day or every few days. So like I got used to it,
Gross.
but it's
You've
still
never been to
super annoying.
Victoria?
Mm-mm.
I guess
Come to
you wouldn't really have
Victoria.
an issue to go to the
I've never
island.
been
I
to
mean,
the
issue
island.
or
Victoria.
reason. Yeah.
We should all go to Victoria together.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
One
you
day.
should. I mean, me and Steven have together a few times,
Yeah, it's
and I
gonna
lived
be-
there for many years. But
I don't think
Yeah,
we've
I've been to
ever been to
Victoria multiple times.
Victoria. Did you live in Victoria? And I went there and never hung out with you?
we hung out once.
Rude.
When?
It
What
was
did we do?
when the can we say names?
The person that we both know that lived in Victoria.
yeah. And then you came down and we saw each other one time and went to that sushi place with
Oh right, I remember. That sushi place
Yeah.
was good.
yeah, it was pretty good.
Speaking of that-
Expensive, but good.
That's the one
Speaking
where
of
that
that person-
person went.
I want
Like
sushi.
the not I'm not trying to say that I don't remember their name. Like a famous person went there, right?
A
Like
famous person went there?
a government person
Oh.
to that sushi place. They had pictures on the wall. I don't remember who it was, but they had pictures on
A
the wall.
famous
Where like
government person
I'll just look up the
Yeah,
restaurant. and
from
see
a
what it is
different
that it has.
country.
from a different country.
Yeah,
Fidel Castro.
I have no idea.
That's
It was
it.
like their claim to fame. They're like, this person came to the sushi place. It's so cool.
I mean, I
meant
feel
to
like
get
unless it was
sushi
like the
this weekend
Prime
and I
Minister of
forgot to.
Japan, I'd be like, eh.
I wonder if it's on their
Very
website about
upset.
who came.
I
It'd be
hope
funny.
so. Look up the
It's
name
like
and then be
part of
like
their
famous
advertisers.
people. It was part of their advertisement. Like that's how you enter. You introduced it to me like that. You're like, this place, this guy went there.
Did I?
Yes, one of you. I don't know if it was you or if it was the other person that we know.
That's weird because I don't know this fact.
What the heck? Anyways, do we have
Uh,
any more anime related facts before we wrap up?
I
Eh,
don't think
Eh.
so.
We didn't talk about
Nah.
any anime today, anyways.
Oh, we
so what's
actually
the
did.
point?
We talked
We
about
did, we
Seinen
never
a
do.
lot.
I
No,
think
we
Oh,
never
wait. No,
talked
yeah, okay, I get it now. I get it. I'm a little slow today. Really put him on blast.
Anime
Did
since
you
day
find
one.
the? Did you find the famous person?
No, I'll have to look it up later.
And
I'm
put
very
it in the
interested that.
Discord.
Along
like
with
follow
the
our
famous-
and our Patreon that doesn't
Speaking
exist.
of Patreon,
One day, yes.
we can have that up soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
spicy.
We actually have our artwork done. You know, we could just do
Is
the
that
first
what
two
we
tiers.
were waiting on?
I still don't really understand
Yeah.
what Patreon is. I'm not gonna lie.
You subscribe for
yeah.
extra content. So like
Ah.
most
Or earlier
most
content.
Patreons for podcasts are like pretty bad. Like they don't offer a lot extra.
like ours
But
included.
because we haven't done
I was
anything
gonna
yet.
say, are we
But,
not part of that?
You know what we should
Because, like-
offer as part of our Patreon? Like you know
Gaming
Cameo?
videos.
The website Cameo?
What did you
Where
just
you can
say?
pay-
8?
Cameo. Oh boy.
What
I
video?
said game. I said gaming.
Gaming,
videos.
yeah. Well, we
yeah.
should probably just put that on YouTube and have some exclusive.
But he was
stuff.
talking about
Yeah.
Cameo. I know what
Yeah,
Cameo
so then we
is.
should have Cameo. Like we do custom messages for people.
Oh
Because
my
people really want to
God.
hear us
Because
talk.
people really want to be like
Hey, wait, to be
us.
fair, in high school, somebody kind of like commissioned my band to like do a happy birthday for someone.
Oh,
Ooh.
we could do happy
Yeah.
birthdays for people. That's
Very
our
badly.
Patreon exclusive.
Very badly.
No, Steven and
Happy
Eugene are both
birthday.
musical people.
Eugene could
We're
sing.
not.
Yeah, we'll just.
What
we'll
are we
just be
gonna
there.
do?
We just go
You guys
there.
can do
can,
a
like-
little bit of
Yeah.
dance.
You guys can
Yeah.
clap.
Yeah, this will be us.
We could buy you some castanets. You can go.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
The,
You
It's
know, like,
like
little
those
clown
Spanish-
looking at shells, and then
Yeah,
you like click
And you
together.
put them together like this.
we're not
Yes,
even good
like
enough
that.
for a tambourine, Candace.
Apparently not.
That's great. I love a good castanet.
I'll give you a kazoo. You can just blow
Nice.
happy birthday
That's
after.
a
Be
bad
like Kazoo
idea.
Kid,
That's
eh?
a bad idea. I have my ocarina.
Ah.
Hey.
I can play Happy Birthday on it actually.
There you
Hey,
go.
let's go.
You know any other songs on it?
Just some Zelda ones.
Hey,
That makes
let's
sense.
go.
Yeah, that's why I got it.
Song
I
of
always kind of
Storms.
wanted one.
I do.
What a banger. It's like the only piano song
Sick.
I know.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Alrighty. Shall we
Wrapping
wrap
up.
it up?
Yeah, sure, why not? Alrighty. Well, thank you for listening to another episode of 3D Gens and a Normie, where every episode is a filler episode. I went straight to it that time.
Alright.
I went
Also,
straight to
wanted
the
say,
tagline.
don't forget
you
to
go.
like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't
since we have
forget
a
to
new
like,
page
comment,
now.
and subscribe
There you go.
on YouTube, or Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. if you use that
Spurtify.
I like
too.
that.
Spotify.
Spurtify.
Oh god.
Ah, listen to Spurtify.
Alright,
all the time.
listen to the show on
I like when you
Spotify.
beeped out that whole section of the video last week. I died. I listened to it. I
That's
was like,
that was a bad joke too. It's
It was a
distasteful.
good joke.
A good
That
joke,
was great.
but kind of a